to everyone. I'm Ada from Poison Rock, and today I have, with really my pleasure, with us, Freki from VARG. First of all, how are you, Freki?
Hey, thank you very much for the interview. I'm doing pretty fine. How are you?
Tired, but I'm okay. I'm really excited about this interview because, like I was saying previously, I followed your band for quite a while, and I really love the sound. So I'm really looking forward to know more about it. Starting from the beginning, I mean, how VARG started. I mean, because I think it was a long time ago. So how the band got together. So the beginning of everything, basically.
Okay, well, it's been 18 years ago that our former drummer and one of my best friends, Fenrir, and me were meeting at a bar near the house where I lived with my parents back in the days. And we talked a lot about our metal. And then when the bar closed, he told me he's got a demo CD of a band called Equilibrium. They didn't have an album out yet.
Equilibrium. I know them, yeah.
So I had a pool billiard table in that house, and he just joined me for a night playing pool billiard, drinking some beers, and listening to the demo CD of Equilibrium. And after this night, we just thought we should do some music together. He was a drummer, I was a guitar player, not singing yet back in the days.
Yeah.
So we started rehearsing and jamming, and then we formed VARG.
Okay, so that's basically the beginning of everything. And the first, like I said, the first proper album you released is back in 2007. It's Wolfsight.
Mm-hmm. Correct, yes.
You have a lot of albums. If we focus on each one, probably we will spend all the entire evening talking about that. But if we want to make really kind of like an excursus, so like, not saying like a tale, but like a story about all the evolution, it can be, just think on the composing, lyric-wise, through Wolfsight to Zeichen, how you would describe it, in your own words, of course.
Well, when we started with the debut album Wolfsight, we just recorded all the songs we have written so far. And from there we started our journey to evolve as a band, but also evolve as human beings.
Yes.
The band went through a lot of changes, both musically and also with the band members.
Okay, yeah.
So let's say it took a very long time to find the final path for VARG, and we did find this path around 2018 or 2019, in my opinion. Okay. This is when Fenrir, a former drummer, and me, we are both the founding members. We went back to our very roots, to this Wolfsight album, and re-recorded this whole album.
That's right, because it's
Wolfsight 2.
So, okay.
So after this very long journey, we went back to where we began with this Wolfsight album. We went back to the pagan roots of VARG and kind of rebooted the whole band and took a new start from there. Facing straight forward, just in one direction, to be a pagan metal band, and that's it. No more experiments, nothing else. So just start where we began in 2007 with this debut album, and from there we walk a straight path with the Zeichen album, and we continue this path with the new album Ewig Wach.
And of course, like the pagan, let's say the pagan roots, pagan style. I think it's not only not only lyric-wise, but as well in the sound. Because for like you said, for a while you took a little bit more extreme path. So you come back to this pagan. Don't want to say it folk, but pagan. Not even metal, pagan path. Let's call it like that, because labeling is not always good. We try to say away from the labeling. So, but this applies to the lyrics as well. Speaking, of course, of the
yes,
album.
Definitely. So with the last modern album VARG did, it was Das Ende aller Lügen back in 2016. We got really modern. It was a very modern melodic death metal sound, and also the lyrics were kind of talking about modern times, about politics and everything. And we started this reboot with a more authentic, more raw sound, which in my opinion fits this pagan metal much better than this very modern like sound we did in 2016. So when we did this reboot, we tried to be 100% authentic with our pagan metal path, with the sound we do, with the lyrics we do. So we stay away far from any modern lyrical themes, and
of course.
Also from this very modern high-end plastic sounds, which of course is cool for some genres, but in my opinion, for pagan metal, it should be raw, and that's what it is now.
Exactly. And of course, I think and lyric-wise, because of course, when you face the pagan side of it, you took inspiration from something in particular, or it's just put yourself, your personal experience, your life in a pagan key? Or there's something that you really like take inspiration from?
To be honest, most of our songs have a very personal content for me, myself, when writing those songs. But the listener can interpret the song for himself and for his own situation, I'm trying to take values and thinkings of this ancient pagan way of living, of Northern mythology, and whatever they are telling us in their stories. And for me, you can take all those things and take them to modern life too. This is also what the title track of the new album Ewige Wacht is about. It's to keep this old flame and this old spirit alive in yourself, in also nowadays times, and to give it to your children, to make it eternal. And
that was these things you said, that was, I think, mainly based or lived in the pagan era, but let's say not even in the beginning of the medieval era, even before, there was lived, my teaching going through my child and then to my grandchildren. That's something that stick with all, and that's if we have all these, testimony of that period of them, it's because of that, of the things you mentioned. So, and it's important as well because it's transmitting values to people and to listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's important. Yeah. So you can feel that in your music, and I think everyone can relate, no matter if they like paganism, no matter if they are Catholic, they can relate because it's all worldwide, something that it can be felt. And in general, your music is referred to as well as a wolf metal. Why so?
Yeah.
Why so?
Well, when we called our music wolf metal, this was back in, I guess, around 2014 to 2016. This was still a time when we were playing around, trying to find our path, the music we want to create. So we tried to label different than pagan metal because some of the songs and lyrics we did back in those days haven't been very pagan metal at all anymore. And the name VARG is Old Norse language meaning wolf. Yeah. And yes, we kind of think of ourselves and our fans as a big wolf pack. So this wolf theme was all around us. So wolf metal kind of seemed to fit better to us back in those days. But when we rebooted with those re-recording of Voice Side 2, we labeled us again as pagan metal because this is the path we do now. So it's it's not a problem if somebody calls us wolf metal, because we kind of invented this genre, and we're the only wolf metal band out there. So it's still valid and still okay. But if somebody asks me nowadays, I just tell it's pagan metal.
Yeah, because maybe wolf metal is something that was part of your path, like a certain part of your path, not like call yourself. And for you, just yourself, how do you experience, like if we would like to say pagan metal, in your personal opinion, so without any type of labeling, what is for you? Like as a person, as a musician, could be anything, just going to nature, reading a book, biting rune, anything. What is for you?
You mean what it is for me if I listen to other pagan metal, or if I think of pagan metal?
Like what is for you pagan metal and paganism too? Because I think that doing pagan metal a little bit as well, the paganism has an influence in your life, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
Well, for me, paganism is freedom, is to do what you want to do, and I take from those northern mythology stories and from the old tellings you can read, and the old myths, only the good values for your life that are most of the time missing nowadays, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so
no, I agree.
To stay true to yourself, to be loyal to your friends and family as a value itself, honesty. This is all missing, in my opinion, in nowadays life for many people, and I think you can find this in those old stories and in those old pagan beliefs. So for me, being a pagan or doing pagan metal is not about telling the story of the big four and his big hammering and creating lightning. It's more about this pagan way of life, of freedom, family, nature, anything. You can feel this energy, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and
I think that
this is all about
something that differentiates VARG as a band from many other bands of the pagan, because a lot of bands, but no, they use like the story, just put the story from the Edda, from all the sagas, and that's it. You VARG as a band put just the meaning of that. So the core.
Thank you so
that's
much.
Something that that's what I heard from you now, but that's what I heard from your music as well, from the music video as well, that are beautiful anyway. So speaking about that, because this is almost a month is going to be the release of the new album, Ewige Nacht Wacht. My German sucks.
Yes.
I've been in Germany a lot of times for a long period, and so it will be released through Napalm Record the 13th of October. So
yes,
what is about this album? I mean, how do you feel about the releasing of this album, first of all?
Well, it feels great because this album truly comes from deep inside our hearts, and it's mentioned to touch the hearts of our fans. It kind of continues the way the path we chose for Zeichen, but it goes much deeper, not only from the lyrics, but also if we write songs, or if I write some songs, the melody itself has transports a feeling, and it can also be a different feeling that the lyrics transport for me. So the melodies and the songwriting itself are always filled with emotions for me, and I can really feel those songs of the new album, and I have strong feelings for those songs, and I hope that our fans will also have this energy and feeling in mind when they hear it. So I can't wait for this album to be unleashed finally.
And there is some specific topic that you talk about in this album, like maybe different from the previous one, something new maybe that you added or as well in the composing. It don't have to be always only in the lyrics. It can be both, or just in one side.
Yeah, let's say after the reboot, Zeichen has been the direction, the path we went, but it's kind of just scratched the surface of what we are about to evolve and to show. And now Ewige Wacht goes one step deeper in emotion, but also showing much more variation in songwriting. Also, Philgia, our female singer, has a much bigger part in this album. She's also much more involved in the songwriting for this album. I mean, she's not playing the guitar, but she's creating very great melodies that we are songwriting with. This is a very good evolution in my ears for VARG.
It's like a new path that is starting, like the deeper path.
Yes, absolutely. And she gives us the freedom to evolve and to also show this variation between my very harsh vocals, hard metal parts, and also this beautiful melody and her classic singing voice.
That's a beautiful combination that really can be incorporated in the paganism. Like something more rough, that, for example, the way that people were living, like really connected with the nature, so in the roots of it can be, for example, associated with the male vocals, and with the female vocals, this beautiful way of living they had, of this, let's say, belief they had. That's kind of ethereal. So that's I'm really looking forward to hear it, because it sounds really promising. Did you have already some singles that you are dropping about before the release? I mean, what can we expect before the release?
Well, we released Immer Treu, the opening track, as a video single, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
And we're gonna release Eisenseite as the second single next week, which is about the old story and myth of one of the last Danish Viking kings, who the legend says who was going with his warriors to the last battle, very wounded, and he seemed to be immortal, and for his warriors he is immortal, and his legend stays in the hearts. He's got a very big grave hill in Sweden, and we tried to find a similar grave hill where we could shoot some video scenes. So this video is very epic, because we had the pleasure to work with many great people, lots of those Vikings of Instagram. So we have kind of a shield wall with like 60 Viking warriors, a horse that's so huge, I think it has 1,000 kilo or something, and the guy who's playing Eisenseite, Ironside, he's like 2 meters and 7 tall, and he's just looking amazing. So,
oh my God, that's it's like a
I have goosebumps on my arms.
Yeah, I have it too, because I'm thinking and imagining. Because I kind of think I know some people that are like Instagramming Vikings, or well known, let's say, especially because maybe they went some festival up in the north as well. I don't know if they will be there, but the world is really small, like we saw before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but it's really looking forward. So this will be in a couple of weeks, next week's release.
I think it's next week Friday. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe also next week Thursday, but I think it's next week. And it's not only the song Eisenseite, it's also this kind of intro song for it. It's called Jahren sieht das Light. And this is also a very cineastic part in this video. So whenever people will watch this interview, check out the new video. It will be amazing. Yeah,
because I mean, it's something that we have there are amazing bands out there, but at this period, this couple of years, it's really hard to keep, like the pagan, the Viking metal, whatever you want to call it, because most of the band seems always to do, their music, and they almost looks alike. And I think that as a VARG, you got always something different in the music you're doing, and especially just as something different can make you not better, but like makes the difference, you'd say. Because everyone.
Thank you very much for noticing.
This is a beautiful genre, and each band is amazing because something that put us together is music on the same roof, everyone, no matter what. And of course, I mean, because of course not everyone knows each member of the band, to just introduce the complete lineup and especially the actual lineup of VARG. So who is in the band today?
Yes, in the band today is first of all, of course, a female vocalist. It's Philgia, who was originally a classic singer, singing like opera and stuff like that. And her beautiful voice combined with our hard music is just great, in my opinion. Then there is Morkai, our lead guitar player. And we have a new rhythm guitar player who's called Ulvar. It's one of the best friends of Morkai, and they both look nearly similar. So the father of Morkai once was confused and thought the other guy was his own son. And they're like both 2 meter and 2 centimeter high or something. So those are both giants, and they just look great. They play great. So it's a lot of fun. And then we have a new drummer on this new album. He's called Rogar, and it's a big honor to have him in the band because he's, let me say, I've been around doing music since 20 years now. I'm touring all over the world with different bands, and it is by far one of the best musicians I ever met. So when he joined the band and when we did the first rehearsal together, I was stunned by his drumming. So he has his own drum school, teaching other people to play the drums. He's also the new drummer of the Apokalyptische Reiter, which is another band of a similar or even bigger size than VARG in Germany. And he's just a very, very great guy from his personality too. So yes, he made the band complete now. So we are 5 people again. And of course there's me singing for the live shows and doing guitars and songwriting for the studios, of course. And that's us 5 at the moment.
And of course, I mean, with this upcoming release, there will be, of course, not only I think the streaming, there will be as well the physical copy. And I read something about 2 CD Digipack, in which one there will be featuring bands. What is that?
Yes, exactly. There will be like a Digipack and the Deluxe Box, and both will feature a bonus CD. Okay. Which is featuring all the songs of the original album, but sung by guest vocalists that are friends of us that we met along our roads within those past like 18 years. As you might know, I'm also the promoter of Wolfside Festival in Germany. This is like Germany's biggest pagan and black metal open air, which is just focused on pagan and black metal music. And we did a lot of touring in Europe and North America. So with this festival and with our band touring, we like met anybody in this scene within the past 18 years, and we made a lot of friends. And I think there are many very great vocalists out there, and outstanding vocalists that have their very own style. And this is something
I agree.
That makes it very interesting for me, this bonus CD. Because on each of those tracks from the original album, there is a guest vocalist featured who interprets this song in his own way and in his own voice. So and it's like all touring colleagues like Chris from Ailstorm or Jonne from Porpiklani featuring, but it's also some outstanding vocalists like Sakis Tollis from Rotting Christ. there is Harry from Tuur,
Yeah.
and there is Ludwig from Vondom. I don't know if you know the band, but Vondom is not a metal band at all. They play folk music in the style of Vadruna.
Yeah,
So this was a
I am too.
collaboration I was.
Yeah, I know a lot of people in that field. Like I call them
perfect.
research block people, you know, because they are all up there. Yeah, I know the genre, like the Nebala, all this type of music, Heilung. Let's say they are the biggest. Yeah, but I mean, the things about you're doing, it's something that I think the listener, it would be better that he catch up this copy, because listening to another singer, how he interpret the song with his own vocals, especially for bands like, for example, Rotting Christ, it's something really interesting to me to listen. Or how Hori from Tuur does that, or for Korpiklani. I mean, that's something really that I never heard bands did something like that. So people, it's better they go to get this copy, because it's
absolutely they should,
one of a kind. Buy it. Let's make it commercial.
Because also from this guest vocalists, if they interpret a VARG song, it's not only that the VARG song sounds different, but also this guest vocalist sounds different because he's playing with different band.
Yeah.
And for example, Harry from Tuur or Ludwig from Vondom. I mean, Harry is from the Faroe Islands. Ludwig is from Sweden. They both don't talk German. They sang this song in German language. And it just sounds amazing. When I first heard that, I got goosebumps all over the body, you know. When those guest vocalists sent me their vocal tracks, I just forwarded them to our producer, because I said I just want to listen to the final song. I don't want to listen to it like 3 times before it's final. I want to have this experience myself. And this album is featuring so great versions of those new VARG songs that it's a real pleasure. And I want to say thank you to anybody involved, of those like 11, I think, guest vocalists that have been honoring us with doing that.
I mean, there will be the CD pack, but as well the vinyl out there of the version of the CD. Like the vinyl, the CD will be all available. People can order it by your official website.
Yes, this is all available at the Napalm Records shop.
Napalm Records, okay.
And they also have some very cool limited editions, like a golden and black marble vinyl and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And some very nice deluxe box, which is featuring like a chain with our bind rune, which is featuring a drinking horn, which has got the branded sign of us inside, and which is featuring a small bottle of meat that was made for us and for this this edition, like honey wine, you know.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So that's the fan has a lot to look for in the website. And regarding the live, so which would be your future live shows? Because I heard for this year there will be as well the website as well.
Yes, we played at our own festival, Warsaw. It was the exclusive festival shows for this year, because we had a lot of things to do with the album and with the video shootings. So we decided to just do our own festival, Warsaw Festival in Germany. We did 2 shows there. For the opening block, we did an acoustic show with very special versions of our songs that have never been recorded like this before. And we didn't play this acoustic show on the stage, but we took like 2 drum risers from the stage and put them in the middle of the people to be part of the crowd and to make them feel it.
Yeah,
and that was a very great feeling. And then we played the metal show 2 days later with lots of pyro and flames and stuff like that. So it was amazing. And when the album is released, we're gonna play our own Wolf's Fest headlining tour in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland only, sadly. So it's just in the German-speaking countries, and we hope to focus on all the countries we forgot in this year to play next year.
Come in Italy. Come back. Come in Italy.
Yeah, we would love to return.
I mean, we have had a beautiful.
It's been a very long time.
we have a beautiful pagan scene here, but it's not well, supported. So we need more support. We won't have a festival like that. Someone is working, I know that for sure. But just before ending, so just summarizing, we have an upcoming tour after the release. The release of the album is the 13th of October. There will be the video upcoming in the next weeks, let's say. And so not everyone have to miss the video, the premiere of the video. And what else I have to say? I think that you're gonna just chill a little bit in this period before going to tour. And I want to really say thanks to you, because it's thanks to the band and musicians like you that the history and the values of the past, of the ancestor, as we like to call it, they're not lost. So thank you for what you're doing. Really, I'm thankful, like, for what I was saying. I hope to see you in, even in some part of the North Europe, like Central Europe, like Switzerland. I'm in Germany a lot, and I miss being in Germany, to be honest, especially at Summer Breeze or Partisan. Who knows? I for sure want to see you live, even in Midgard, but whatever you will play in some festival or some gigs. I don't know. But
if you want to join Vorside Festival one day, you're invited, of course. So whenever you want to come there, just give me an email, and you're gonna be. Okay.
I love Germany. It's one of the most beautiful countries I ever been into. You had the most beautiful lake I ever taken a bath. Really, I never saw lakes like that, and especially the way of living. It's really peaceful. At least I wasn't. For where I was living, yes. And thank you again, and looking forward to hear all the album. So thank you again, Freki, and see you soon then, maybe in your own festival. Have a good evening.
Yeah, you need to check it out. It's on top of a hill, surrounded by the forest.
My God, it's perfect.
In my opinion, you have like the most beautiful sunset view you can ever get on any festival in Germany. On the very first day, we have a new location since this year, and on the very first day, the sunset, people were grabbing their camping chairs, were walking straight in front of their tents and having a seat and just watching like half an hour this beautiful golden sunset. So it's a very great location. You need to check it out.
Kind of spiritual, deep moment as well. It's beautiful.
Yes, absolutely.
So thank you so much. I will really take this into consideration. So you will hear from me. Thank you so much.
Okay, perfect.
Have a good evening.
Thank you so much too for supporting VARG. Thank you for your time, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.